So if you're at that level, then no, I will not recommend this course to you. It's not for you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be giving my thoughts and opinion on Ali Abdaal's part-time YouTuber Academy course and give my thoughts on if it's worth it or not. I'll divide this course into 4 parts and talk about the valuable topics and how this course is laid out, 3 things I liked from this course, top 3 things that Ali hammers the most throughout the course, and finally conclusion, where I give my final opinion if this course is worth it for you or not. Feel free to jump to any chapter you like if you don't want to watch the whole thing. This course runs for 6 weeks and he talks about how to grow on YouTube, how to stay consistent. He talks about the 3 levels where every YouTuber is at. The first one being get going, where you really don't know anything, you are just starting out. Number 2 is get good, where you know a little bit of editing, you know what you want for the most part, you know how to script, how to shoot, how to create thumbnails, etc. And finally, number 3 is get smart, where you have an established channel, you are already monetized, but you want to know how to make it into a full-time business. Each week comprises of one topic that Ali talks about his process, a session where another member of the team does a deeper dive into the nitty-gritty of it, one Q&A session, and finally one guest speaker. The most valuable topics that are covered in these sessions are finding your niche, what kind of production value you need to have, who's your competitor, systemize and scale your production value by reducing friction, and finally, how do you make money with your content? In this topic, Ali talks about the archaeologist versus architect approach, where people are trying to constantly find what their niche is, understand who their target audience is. Those are good questions, but you can't procrastinate just because you don't have all the answers. You need to consistently keep making videos, and that is the archaeologist approach. Your niche will develop over time, but creating videos is the way to answer that. But the architect approach is where you try to find the answers to all the questions in your head. That is definitely an overkill, especially if you are a beginner. The summary of this is do some soul searching and find out who your target audience is going to be. What value are you going to provide to your audience? Ask yourself, if you are hired to do a job, what job would that be? Here he talks about what camera, mic, light you should have, what background you should have. At first glance, you feel like, yeah, as long as the budget allows, just get the best one out there. But there is a concept of relatability as well. For example, I like talking about books and the things that I learned from them, but I would need a perfect combination of A-roll and B-roll footage like Matt D'Avella. So that would be a storytelling format for which I would need a great camera, lighting, etc. But you look at another book reviewer like Jake Edwards and he brings in a warm, relatable vibe. He has a very established YouTube channel, but he still has a background noise, some echo in his videos all the time. He has that type of branding and vibe where he seems to bring in warm, relatable vibe for his audience. He can make his channel work with an entry-level camera and mic. He does not need to spend crazy amount of money for his gear. The concept of steal like an artist is not new, and Ali preaches that all day, every day. This means that find creators in your niche and see what they are doing, see what is working for them, see their titles, thumbnails, see their content. To actually see if a video is successful, see what the proportion is in comparison to the subscriber count for that channel. For example, if somebody has 100,000 subscribers, but if he has a video that has 1 million views, that is definitely a good video and you should steal from that too. This is just one way, but Ali goes into detail of how do you find more competitors on different social media platforms like Twitter. This even helps in coming up with different topics and never run out of ideas for months and months on end. Ali actually runs a full session where all he talks about is how to never run out of ideas. In this session, Ali talks about 5 steps that every YouTuber goes through, and it starts with idea generation, writing, filming, editing, and publishing. As a beginner, you will work on one video at a time. You will write the script, you will set up your room, set up the lights and mic and camera, record yourself, edit every clip that you record, and then finally publish it. But once you get a little better, you need to find a way to optimize these steps and reduce the friction as much as possible. For example, you will notice that different ideas come to you all the time when you are reading books or listening to podcasts or audiobooks or just sitting on the toilet. When that happens, just open up your notes app, start writing information into that script. So now you're working on multiple scripts in parallel. The same thing goes with filming. Have 2 or 3 scripts ready to record all at once so that you don't have to worry about setting up your camera, lights, your entire background again and again. Basically reducing the friction as much as possible. And finally, monetizing. The one notion that everybody has is that the more subscribers someone has, the more money they make. But that's not the case. It depends on your niche. Based on your niche, your AdSense value will change. But on top of that, there are examples out there of people who have 10,000, 50,000 subscribers but are making millions. They do that by selling their courses. standalone courses like this PTYA course or Skillshare courses like Ali has about editing videos and productivity. So the point is, monetization comes from many streams like AdSense, courses, and even affiliate links. In this session, Ali and his team goes into great detail of how to create affiliate programs, how to create Skillshare courses, etc. I can talk about so many things I liked in this course, but these are my top favorite. Number 1, Q&A session. The amount of opportunity you have to ask questions is incredible. 4 out of 5 days, there is a 1-hour Q&A segment at the end of each session. That's 4 hours per week. On top of that, there is a 2-hour Q&A session with Ali and his team on Fridays. On top, there are 2 Q&A sessions, 1 hour each, Monday to Thursday, where one of the team members is there to answer basically any question that you have. These office hours are very intimate with very few people who attend these sessions. I'm from Canada, so the 2 sessions were at 6 a.m. and 2 p.m. So naturally, not everybody can attend them. So if you get to attend one of these, they can look at your channel, provide feedback on your branding and vibe of your channel, even look into different videos that you want them to see and provide feedback on them. This is more or less a one-on-one session. So now that's a total of 14 hours of Q&A sessions every single week. That's why I say that these Q&A segments are remarkable in this course. Number 2, SEO optimization. Just an example, Ali was initially going to title a video how I started writing online, but using SEO, he titled it How Writing Online Made Me a Millionaire. Another example is he was going to title a video, How Do I Take Notes from the Books I Read? But instead he titled it How I Remember Everything. Or instead of saying why you should sleep for 8 hours a day, he titled it How Do You Stay Young Forever? The basic point of this is don't describe, but instead sell what's in the video. Instead of creating agreement, create intrigue. Of course, people know that they should sleep for 8 hours a day, but it's intriguing when he says how he stays young forever. There is so much more information on this one topic that I can't put it in just one video. There are 10 different ways of titling your videos that could go viral based on what kind of message you are trying to convey. And the last one is hooks. A hook is the first 10, 20, 30 seconds of any video, which is the third most important thing in any video after the title and the thumbnail. A viewer looks at the thumbnail, reads the title, and then opens the video. Now you have a very short video of enticing the viewer. And Ali talks about different ways of presenting the hook. For example, you can ask a question to the audience. Have you ever gotten into an argument but could not come up with a comeback until you went home? The viewer would be like, yes, I have been there, but how do I get out of this? So now you have hooked the viewer on your video. Another idea of a hook would be to present an intriguing fact. For example, you can say that, did you know that Tesla has been lying about their mileage? Now you have hooked the viewer. I'm telling you, the amount of work that has gone through to create these tools and techniques for this course is incredible. You can of course get all of this information for free on YouTube, but you have to go through piles and piles of garbage before you actually reach to a valuable point. And these were my favorite things of this course. Throughout the course, Ali hammers on 3 things that he constantly mentions. Number 1, consistently feed the YouTube algorithm. There is no such thing as a magic pill. You need to post 1 or 2 videos every week for 2 years straight until you actually see any sort of success on YouTube. Ali basically guarantees that if you do that for 2 years straight, with the right strategies, there is no way that you are going to fail. Learning all the strategies of creating the perfect title, the perfect thumbnail, how to write the hook, none of that matters if you are not going to post consistently. 2 videos a week, 1 video a week, 1 video every 10 days, you decide that. But there has to be some sort of consistency. And that leads me to the second point, which is treat it like a business. When your video pops on somebody's feed, they look at your thumbnail and title. So Ali talks about the different ways you can entice your viewers by making the perfect thumbnail. For example, should you be writing text on your thumbnail? If you are, does it pass the squint test? A squint test is basically if you squint your eyes, can you really read the text? When you create the thumbnails, you also have to consider that these thumbnails are going to be visible on your phone, tablets, computers, even TVs. So you have to keep all these things in mind when you create the perfect thumbnail. All of that matters. But in your entire video, put the most amount of effort on your thumbnail, title, and the first 30 seconds of your video. Because in most cases, nobody sticks around till the last minute of your video anyways. So why waste energy on that? But if you want to treat it like a business, focus 80% of your energy on the title, thumbnail, and the hook of the video. That's all. And finally, outsource your tasks. The whole reason why this course is called the Part-Timer YouTuber Academy is because you need to establish process and systems that allows you to create this business part-time. If you do everything yourself, it takes roughly about 5 hours to write a script, 2 hours to record yourself, 5 to 10 hours to edit the video, and then finally publish it. And these are expert numbers. You will take longer if you are new at this. Doing this with an existing full-time job, a life, friends and family, it's not sustainable. You really need to build your team with different jobs. Out of the 6 weeks, he spends most of week 5 just talking about outsourcing. He actually regrets that he waited till 20,000 subscribers to outsource his work. The amount of time you can save just by building an automated system, it's a no-brainer to outsource your work while you sit back and let your team do most of the work. Alright, my final thoughts on this. Is this course worth it? Yes, it is, but not if you are a newbie with absolutely no knowledge. Okay, let me explain. Before joining the course, I spent 1 year and created 30 plus videos. I spent hours and hours, days on YouTube trying to learn how to edit on Premiere Pro, how to write a script, how to come up with different editing styles, basically creating a process. Even then, I thought that this course has so much information overload that I have to go through all the sessions once again. But if you're a newbie at this, you won't be able to create 1 video a week, which is the assignment for each week. You are going to spend so much time understanding the basics of editing that you won't be able to keep up with the course. It has an editing crash course that Ali created on Skillshare that is available for free, but you can't just watch those videos and be good at editing. You need a lot of practice. As I mentioned earlier, there are 3 levels to this course: get going, get good, get smart. If you are in the early stages of get going where you know absolutely nothing, then no, I would not recommend this course to you. It is not for you. It is an expensive course. Out of the 3 tiers, I signed up for the second tier that allows me to join the next cohort. That put me back $3,300. If you went for the first tier, that would still take you back $2,000. It's not pocket change. Just spend the time learning the basics. First make 10, 15, 20 videos which will help you understand what you want, what you like, how to edit, how to write the script, how to shoot your video. Until then, do not jump on this course. But if you think you are good at editing and can come up with different styles for your videos, then absolutely join this course. Even with information overload, there is so much value that you can benefit from. This will definitely accelerate your learning curve, especially on the business side of things. If this video convinces you to sign up for this course, I have an affiliate link in the description below. Click on that and that will take you to the course. You can just sign up for this course by just searching on Google, but if you go through my affiliate link, it will help my channel as well. I'm not reviewing this just for the affiliate commission. I really think that this is an absolute amazing course that will give you a kickstart to your YouTube channel. This is my true and honest opinion. Alright, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Cheers.